Yeah, call the meeting of the zoning board of appeals to order. We'll begin with the pledge to the allegiance to the flag and a moment of silence for our troops. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You guys all wear the same style shirt. Did I miss the memo somehow?
Apparently. Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay, just in terms of our procedure, I can say that the vast audience we have, the applicant for variance will come and present, come up there and present the application to us, why they want it, options they could have to do it otherwise. And then the board will ask any questions of the applicant. After that exchange has taken place, we can ask people in the audience, which is limited, for any questions they may have. And then if the applicant and the board is comfortable with closing the public hearing, we have 62 days to make a decision, but I think we'll probably get to it tonight. And that's it. So, okay, the first one is David Hanlon, 3285 County Road 16. Applicant is requesting a front setback variance of 10 feet, where 60 feet is required and 50 feet is proposed for the addition of a two-car attached garage in the R120 district.
Good evening, David Hanlon, the architect who prepared the application for David and Aaron Hasley, and David's here to answer questions too. You can see it's a fairly straightforward application. The garage is being proposed to be placed in the front yard because of various conditions on the site. Could not do it on the left-hand side or the north side where the main drive is. I should speak, so the house right now has two driveways. The driveway to the north is the current most heavily used driveway that serves the house. That T-shaped arrangement of pavement there is how it is today. The driveway to the south, the existing driveway in the bottom of the drawing, that's there today as well. That slopes down to what might have been an original below grade or basement garage, but it's fairly steep and it's not well used. So looked at a few different ways of doing it, trying to put it on the side, but we would have been in a setback situation there as well. And also that's the grade is down 8 feet from finished floor, so we would have had to fill that whole side yard area, and it would have impacted what is a creek on that side of the road as well, or the south side of the property. So the most feasible option was to place it into the front yard as it's shown. And since right now the car is pulling right to that spot today, it's a practical use of how they use the site today. I think in the package there was a sketch of some 3D views of what we have as well. So if that helps to illustrate what's going on, you can look at that. So there's a connector between the garage and the house. We wanted to offset it a little bit instead of putting it right in front of the house. And so we have yes. So it's a breezeway type connector between the garage and the house. That way, as much as the original house can still be exposed as possible. We couldn't push the house back anymore because it's a two-car garage, which makes sense to propose. If we pushed it any farther, the cars would be coming right up onto the house. So we want to keep a little bit of green space there as well. So that's what got us to the point of having the 10-foot request of 10 feet within the 60-foot variance. And it's a condition that you go up and down West Lake Road there's a house next to us, house a few down. It has similar type conditions, so it's nothing that's not seen in the area, but.
Which house is it? Like you said, down the road is similar,
It's about 3 houses down, I believe. There's a.
south or
South.
south?
It's closer to the street, I believe, than even the point. I don't have a number for you.
Yeah, I know that it's tight down.
Yeah. So I think it is no harm to the character of the neighborhood, still quite an open lot. They've spoken to both the neighbors are both in favor of it. So I think, I don't want to keep going if we're going to start asking questions and get into a dialogue. Yeah, it's a pretty large site, so as far as lot coverage, no issues. Height, no issues. The ground slopes off to the south and to the east towards the lake. So there's no way we could have really put the garage behind the house either, because there's no room to get around on that north side. So that is the request. I don't know, David, if I missed anything, or do you?
No, I think yeah. In terms of visibility as well, don't think it impedes any visibility in terms of people driving down East Lake Road or West Lake Road, just given the setback, so. No. Another consideration, we have one of our vehicles is a pickup truck, so the request for 26 feet helps to accommodate the truck, which is 19.5.
What if you took the connector out of the house and just made it closer to the house? Or showing the connector to the house?
That other view shows you that, well, that shows it as well.
Yeah.
It pushes the driveway right up onto the porch. And it's be a much less appealing condition. So we figured the variance is not an unreasonable request and it makes a much better condition for the design. As you can see this, so if the left side of the drive here, if we had to push it back 10 feet, the driveway would be right there. So if a car is parked right there, right in front of the door.
And you could come into the front, and move towards the front.
It would be the same thing. I mean, we could, but then you've got the grading situation over here, which is we're about 8 feet down. So it just involves a lot more fill and it presents the garage doors to the road. Here it gets a better aesthetic for the end of the house, having a nicer facade facing the street. I think if there's another slide in there that shows, that condition. Yeah, so it allows us to have a nicer face to the road instead of looking at garage doors.
I think there's a better idea. In fact, it does drop down and back there.
Yeah, it does.
And you see we wanted to slide it over as much, just preserve the original facade of the house. David and Aaron bought the house 7 or 8 years ago and
2018.
renovated it and did a small addition, so they really cared for the place. I just want to keep the character.
Can you see the site plan? So the southern driveway, is that going to stay there?
No, that'll be removed.
Okay.
Kind of already grass right now, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, anyways.
yeah.
And you see the north driveway actually goes over the lot line.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So close. That seems to.
I didn't know it was over there. Anybody else with any questions? Um. Anybody online there have, any questions for this one? Should we tell David that? David, can you hear me? David Pearl? You're. The one that you're here for has been pushed off till next month. Okay, you have any objection to our closing the public hearing?
Do we have any comments from anybody that would have looked at
I
it?
didn't see any
Nothing.
neighbor letters.
No, I didn't see anything about.
You said you had talked to your neighbors and they were.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
I didn't see anything.
Doesn't mean it, I mean, it's not there for me.
Okay, well,
I,
everybody okay with closing the public hearing? We have 62 days to make a decision. I think we'll get to it tonight.
Great.
You're welcome to stay for our deliberation if you like, or you can give Mike a call tomorrow morning. Okay. Okay, that's it if we're,
night.
yeah.
I know, oh my God. Well, I'm gonna have to tell Wegmans to put my groceries up
You're
there.
right.
I said I'm gonna have to tell Wegmans to put groceries up there.
So we'll close the hearing.
Hearing's closed, yes, yes.
Did we? Don't we formally,
Officially deliberating.
Yes. Delivery.
okay.
Before you go, did anybody read Mike Murphy's
Yes.
comments?
Oh, where?
On the bottom of the, like under circulation?
And was it an email?
No,
Oh,
it's in the application itself.
Okay, yeah, that's all right. Looking. That's why I said I go, I know it. Just because I don't see it doesn't mean it's not here.
That's it.
Yeah,
I'll read it. Does the required setback, does the requested front setback variance acknowledge that the west side of the proposed addition extends beyond the traditional building plane with the bumped out window? Question. So you want you to be aware of that, because that window comes out.
yeah.
The project is two additions to the principal structure consisting of an attached garage and rear living space addition. Building site development and soil erosion and sediment control permits shall be sought by the property owner prior to the commencement of construction. That has to do with the planning. Our office recommends a condition be set by the zoning board of appeals that a foundation as-built survey be provided to our office for review prior to vertical construction to ensure that no further variance requests will be required.
Because of the sloped area and the back.
This is due to the nature of the project and limited area for development on the south side with the structure proposed right on the required setback. So you can put that in as a condition.
Right.
Before construction starts.
All right, well, you can show me where you found that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I missed it.
Foundation as built survey.
Well, foundation is approved. Like, right there.
There are certainly other garages and even homes as closer, perhaps closer as you go down south of there.
Well, yeah, it is a weird, it's kind of an interesting lot, right? I mean, that, everybody's got a really good front yard in some areas and then some are right on the road and then there's somebody behind them, you know. The layout's kind of interesting.
I think it's the lot, it's everything, and it's substantial, but not that substantial as far as 10 out of 60. And it's not out of the character at all.
Right.
I agree.
And the layout of the property is kind of challenging, you know, to put it in roads,
John, you have any comments?
No.
at least not without cutting trees down and putting. fill.
Call a question, then, please.
Shall the front setback variance request of 10 feet be granted? Jason,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes,
Kelly,
Yes,
Chip,
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, it's approved based on the information presented at the hearing tonight. The benefit to the applicant exceeds the detriment to the neighborhood. The lot imposes some limitations on, because of its sloping, where the garage can be built. It's not, it's in keeping with the neighborhood, other similar setbacks. The request is not really substantial, I think, 10 out of 60 is not much.
And, you know, to put it anywhere else on that lot, you would have to do more, like moving trees and felling and
Fill it in.
it'd be disturbing more soil.
You want to set the condition that Mike Murphy?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so the condition will be set that a foundation as-built survey be provided to the office, to our office, for review prior to road construction.
And the other usual conditions as presented tonight, and also it has to be started within a year. Okay. Well,
Sure. What language was that one? I don't.
So he's the notes, this next one.
Let's,
You have to announce the next one has been. This one's
yeah,
Oh, okay.
that is CPN 2026-035. Grove Engineering has requested that that public hearing be put off in one more month.
Okay. Was that, did I see that? Was
They
it
just asked it
okay.
today. They just got the DEC thing.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't notice if it was in the, no, I didn't know.
All right, any requests for rehearing? Referrals from the town board, town manager. Ordinance committee referrals. Okay, minutes of the last meeting. Everyone
Good to me.
see those?
And yeah, I skimmed them. I didn't see any issues.
Okay, somebody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Approved. Let's see, upcoming, it looked like there was only one other.
One for next month so far.
Yeah.
So far.
But we don't have any more applications coming in. Unless something changes, we'll have Travis Wool.
Discount.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Okay, Dan, do you want to go ahead and?
Yeah, I just wanted to give the board a quick update. We did take your recommendation to the ordinance committee in regards to the bathrooms and accessory structures. Ordinance committee has assigned staff to start working on that change and preparing it back for the ordinance committee to review. And then at some point, it will come to you guys also for your input, just to make sure that it covers your request. And then hopefully moves in front of the town board for approval. But I did want to give you an update that it started. It's still a long process, but we're hopeful to have that change here in the next few months.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah.
Chris, do you have anything?
No, sir.
Okay. David, did you?
No, I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Can I just ask one thing about the Woolley application that's coming in, and only in comment to, there was so much about this DEC and there, I feel like this whole thing is that's a planning board issue, that's ECB, so many of those issues that are all involved in this has nothing to do with us as a zoning board.
Yeah.
And I mean, I really think that we need to, this has to be presented to us in that our ruling is about the variance. And I feel like it's, I mean, that whole litany
It's
was
questionable, right? I
was
mean,
about everything else
Yeah.
that, you know, I'm not saying, I'm not in a position to evaluate the project. That's the planning board or the ECB or whoever.
I actually agree with that too, because I was gonna
Yeah.
mention something about.
I guess the only thing about the DEC report is that
Yeah.
that's probably the options that the,
You know, this board has always been very good at discerning when it's supposed to be a zoning board and what is supposed to go to the planning board. And you're dead right, David. A lot of this is planning board issues, and a lot of conditions. If you were to grant a variance, you can condition on planning board approval. But you're absolutely right. This is for appearing before you for a variance, and that's it. You're ruling on the variance. And like Dan said earlier, staff is gonna go through this and parse it out for you so you can have the information you need to grant or deny a variance. But then the rest, you're right, is ECB and planning board stuff. I mean,
Well, 'cause
you can make conditions about that.
Well, and there's like, I mean, I know there's a lot of gray area, like he's saying, like, I mean. Isn't that kind of a cart before the horse type of thing? I don't know, a little bit, it's.
Kind of, yeah.
Right?
So
Um,
let
But
me
that's
just,
the way. Oh, go ahead, Dan. If you
let me just inform the board. The DEC may say, after we work out through all the details here, that the driveway can't be there to begin with. So no variance would be needed from you guys.
Okay.
So I agree that this is more of a planning board item, but also I think it needs to be addressed before you guys make a ruling, because this might not be the location of the driveway if the DEC does finally make a ruling saying it can't be there.
Well, and I have a question too, because we've had DEC stuff come up in the past, and we've always been informed that, you know, we take it, you know, as guidance, obviously, but we have the say over the DEC. So, I mean, are we taking the DEC's word for it, or, I mean, like, are we evaluating it on our own merit?
Well-
So I'm working on all the details with the DEC so I can report back to you at your meeting. And that was part of the request why we're asking for another month for staff to really be able to dig into this and make sure that we fully understand the DEC findings so that we can explain them to this board. But you're right, ultimately, you guys have every decision on the current location of that driveway, if it can be there or not.
I think, my own feeling is we push this off 3 times, maybe, perhaps 4. I guess I would really like to get it decided on this next meeting.
Either yea or nay, right?
Yeah.
Right.
and I think you'll be able to. The applicants, you know, the applicant did get this addressed by the DEC prior to your meeting tonight, but it was on Friday. And I
Right.
think there was some issues that Dan and his staff want to look at to make sure you have all the information and that all of that information is accurate and correct and everything that you need to make your decision.
Okay. Anything else anybody have?
No.
Is there a motion?
I motion.
Second?
I'll second.
There we
All
go.
in favor? We are adjourned.
Have a good night, everybody.
You too.
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great night.
Night, Dan.
Thank you.
All right.